EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 71 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Tucker not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A short throw to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw on 2nd down, Dillon. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Now this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Going for it with Pierce. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tucker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Powers through it. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards there and another first down. They'll go right back to Pierce. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Dillon. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Dameon Pierce, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Tucker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run. It's Tucker. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sean Tucker His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Dillon. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down. Dillon firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dillon. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Rondale Robinson, 40 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now for the point after. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Back to throw. Dillon.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
at their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll run with Tucker.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
They'll look to throw here.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll throw now on the final play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield there for 1st and 10. Off play action. Dillon rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Toss left side for Pierce. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 33. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dillon to Pierce. They set up the screen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Dillon. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Dillon.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on second down. Dillon.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
To throw on third down. Dillon. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Now 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Pierce. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll connect on the out route with an Ingram. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pierce now up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's first down. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Second down, goal to go.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Tucker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, and they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever